Welcome to Dork Court. This is Dork Court. We're going to judge you harshly, like dorks.
Okay. Let's see. Steve and Mark. Oh, wait.
There you go.
All right. Anyway, what'd you think?
I like that. That's perfect. We needed a little longer, I think.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
It's funny because it's three people who generally have no negative reviews or harsh opinions on anything.
Yeah.
I think Mark meant that we judge the creators and talent of the content that we find failing in some way.
That's
You
fair.
know,
Do we?
as we're judging Star Trek Discovery harshly.
Oh.
That's bad. That's a bad example because I do judge Secret Hideout and Alex Kurtzman very harshly because they're fucking with my religion, man.
What's Secret Hideout?
That's their production
That's
company.
the name of their company, yeah.
Oh.
It's the guys. Anyway, hey everybody. I'm so happy.
Hey.
Mark, Steve and I love talking, but we missed you, man, because especially last week, Steve and I spent a really impressive half an hour on the post office.
Oh, we did. We just randomly talked about anything. It was actually pretty funny.
And I was telling Walker, I was like, I just told this little thing about shipping some holiday packages, and Steve dropped a science about his brother-in-law as a retired postal carrier. And I was just like, tell me more, Steve. And I hope everybody liked it.
Yeah, well, I
loved it. I think it's fun, but we miss Mark.
Yes,
it's just not the same without Mark.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I ask the most important question: have we all seen the Supergirl trailer?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
And what did we all think?
I can go first if you want, Mark, because mine's really quick. Looked like a Supergirl trailer. Like I really don't have any opinions about. Everybody has something to say about that actress, and she showed up drunk in the other movie, and I'm like, guys, it's a Supergirl movie. Looks like a Supergirl movie. I'll tell you what I think when it comes out. Like, I'm just Supergirl is just in the middle for my interests. I'm interested to see what James Gunn does with it, but like, I can't believe people my age have something to say about Supergirl.
Like, really?
Dude, she's 21, man.
Most of the internet.
Yeah, but it does seem to be the whole, like, what is that? Rule 64 or something, that if there's anything that you can make, there's a porn version of it on the internet.
Oh yeah, no, what is that?
Something like that. But I just, that's what I think of Superman and superheroes. Okay, there's going to be girl versions of it. How good's the story?
Rule 34.
I mean? What is it? 34?
Rule 34.
34. Okay.
Is there a Rule 34 for Rule 34? I think it's interesting because Superman as a character is just pretty hard to do. Like, how do you do a movie that's interesting with a character who's like omnipotent and powerful? And I think if this story tracks with the graphic novel of the Supergirl of the same name, it's great because it's like, cool, let's put her on a different planet where there is no yellow sun, and she loses her ship, and now she has to get back to Earth through public transit. Now you have like a pretty cool story about a character that would normally just be a very boring story. Like, oh, you're the most powerful person in the room all the time. Great.
Can I ask one question?
Mm-hmm.
Is this Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's E.T., right? It's
okay.
the whole stranger comes to town and also just trying to get home.
I know I've read the comic it's based after, and it looks like even from the trailer it's not a 1-for-1, which, okay, that's cool. But I'm also like, I like you said, it's Supergirl. I'll go see it. I think she's awesome. I think she's super talented. So I don't know. I told you I was reading all the reviews of the people that have been seeing all of the that have been seeing it, because there have been like releases of it, and like the big feedback that's coming out of those is like, one, she's amazing. 2, Lobo's in it really briefly, so not enough of Lobo when you know. But I'm assuming he's going to be in more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 9-picture deal, right?
Yeah, and yeah, probably. And then the villain is just like a surface level boilerplate bad guy. Which
Who is the villain?
It's the guy that has all the little bumps on his. Do you see his face in the trailer for like 30 seconds, like 2 seconds?
And in the DC universe, he's just a no-name character that wouldn't be of consequence if she wasn't on a red planet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's if I remember correctly, it's the girl she's helping.
Gets killed by the guy, kills her father.
Correct.
So she wants revenge, and Supergirl's like, "Listen, I'm just trying to get home. I'm useless right now." And she's like, "Okay, well, I'll come along with you and get vengeance for the man who killed my father." And Supergirl's like, "All right."
So it will be super interesting because again, I think it's going to introduce. Well, again, as I think we chatted Larry about this last week, was the whole point of like, I'm tired of Superman on Earth, stopping volcanoes and catching rocks falling off of buildings. Like, can I see him in space doing something crazy? Which was what I was always excited about Captain Marvel being, what that could potentially be, and we kind of didn't get that either. They did the same thing. They were like, we have Superman, but we're going to put it back on Earth. And it's like, come on. Like, dude, don't give me that. I don't know.
We kind of got that with the Marvels movie a little bit, where she's the most powerful character on Earth. But then when you put her anywhere else in the universe, she's just like,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Chris, though. It's got crypto in it. Because I watched it and I was like, whatever, I'm an old man. Yeah, that's a hot 21-year-old girl. Like, I feel creepy now. And then I watched it with Walker, and he's like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in that. And I'm like, well, they just jumped a giant hurdle because he's usually against female protagonists. He just doesn't care because he's a teenage boy. And he's like, yeah, this looks good enough that I'll buy in. And then we both of us convinced Mimi to watch it with us. So it was me, then him, and then we were gonna get the 4-quadrant thing, and she fucking went bananas. And I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad it's because you like Supergirl. Maybe we can get you a Supergirl suit." She's like, "No, it's got crypto in it." And so then I was like, "All right, well, James Gunn knows what he's doing."
Oh yeah,
he started that trailer with crypto.
Yeah,
peeing on Superman, and Mimi was just like, "That's all I need. That's really all I need. Let's fucking go." Yeah, I know who James Gunn is. I know what he delivers. That looks great, and hopefully that's what they're going for, because guys like us will just bellyache all the time.
Well, I think
her belt was yellow and not gold. Like that shit that we have to read. I mean, come on.
It was like when Bryan Singer was at Comic-Con for the Superman Returns movie. And some nerd was like, "Why did you feel it necessary to change Superman's logo?" And he's like, "Change it from what?" He's like, "There's been 30 different variations of Superman's logo." He's like, "Here's the first one. Here's this one. Which one did I change it from?" And the guy was like, "Oh, well, this is the logo I wanted." I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting. Do they call the bad guys the Ravagers and just break down the wall? And who cares? But because that's kind of like, it's similar in the storyline. So it looks interesting. I wanted to see both of your perspectives on it. So
is this an interest because you like the character, or you think it's cool that your kids have something to watch with you, or what?
No,
DCU as a whole.
Is it because it's new? Because man, the only thing I care about is that Lantern show. I'm dying to see that.
You know what? I'm interested to see the DC Universe's movie version of Lobo. Is what I really because it either can be epically amazing or the biggest like balloon deflate of all time. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So that's
I'm old. I'm 20 years older than you guys, I guess. Right?
10, but we're
62. That's where I'm at.
Who's doing the math?
Because I bought whatever Omega Men 7, whatever, off the newsstand, and I don't get why everybody's in love with Lobo. And then they just cast a guy whose real life is just being Lobo.
Well, exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I guess that's cool, except you're not really adding anything to the scene other than, oh, let's watch somebody have like maximum joy in their life. You know, because I saw enough behind the scenes of, you know, Justice League of like him and Ben Affleck in full on costume, like drinking beers and laughing at somebody's birthday in their trailer. And so I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing every minute of that shoot.
Oh God, 100%.
But I would like to see a Lobo movie, right? Which I'm sure will happen.
That's
But I kind of feel like, was anybody really excited to see Hawkeye in Thor? It was a cool little nod, right? And I got a feeling that's what is Lobo's going to be. Is just a couple scenes where like, hey, here's what you fucking wanted. Peace out. Yeah, like, I'm too old for that. I don't care.
That's what I mean. I feel like so it has like it's this fascination with like pop culture where it's like Channing Tatum as Gambit in the Dead. You know what I mean? It's
I hope it's that good though.
Right. That was really good.
Yeah.
Super limited, super small. Like, and I guess the payoff will be in the Doomsday movie, hopefully, or there'll be it'll get a little more like if it's that, I'm fine with that. But the other piece of it is always like, it's like the Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead. It's like, oh, we have this cool character. We have to figure out a way to shove him into everything. And it's
this is how I felt about Wolverine when the X-Men movie started picking up, where it was like, oh, we got to make Wolverine the main focus because that's the character all the people love. But then like me as a person who's been reading X-Men his entire life, I'm like, oh, Wolverine is like a side character who shows up every now and then. It's like, really, these are the characters you should be focusing on. And then it takes 20 years of movie making to people be like, hey, maybe we should make Cyclops kind of more important than, you know. Like, yeah, man, you should have done that 20 years ago.
Like he's always been.
Yeah.
I kind of had that feeling with Colossus, because Colossus was, when I first started reading the new X-Men, I kind of liked Colossus the best. I thought he was cool, right? That he had the like Hulk problem of like, except not really it being his shit. Oh, look at this. So somebody's in town, right? And he's back for the holidays, and he's like, I can't wait to be in Dork Court. And then when it's time, he was just napping. So I just left him. I'm like, that poor bastard. Anyway, sometimes Walker, what's happening, buddy?
I just woke up and I heard, I just woke up and I was on the couch and I was like, what's going on? Who's he talking to?
So loud downstairs.
What time is it? It's 4:30. Oh no. So
all you missed. Tell us about what you think about the Supergirl trailer.
Oh yeah. Well, it was finals week and I kind of haven't watched it.
Oh really? I played it with you and we watched it with Mommy, I thought. Man, was that just me?
Yeah.
See, I think you're around even when you're not.
I'm really excited. I've seen all of this stuff. I know all of the cool stuff about it. I've seen all of the stills.
Look what Cybersex said. He's alive.
We're having a conversation on Lobo, and what are your thoughts on the introduction of Lobo in that?
I'm excited. I think it's cool. I think having Jason Momoa play the character that he always wanted to play is just, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. All right. You're up to speed. You didn't miss anything.
That's all. Yeah. The next question I was going to ask was, they dropped a bunch of like Daredevil. What's that show called? Born Again? Is that what it's called?
Born Again? Yeah.
Season 2 pictures, and I guess Matthew Lillard's in it.
Oh, really?
Do we know who he's playing and what he is doing?
I hope he's playing Shaggy, for God's sake.
Yeah. Anyway, I just saw a bunch of promotional photos of it right before I jumped on here, and I was like, "What the hell who is he playing in the Daredevil show?"
I'm surprised the first thing you didn't bring up was the fact that you were right about the Doomsday teaser about Captain America.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, the video you sent like 2 weeks ago of him getting off the motorcycle and going into the house. That's verified.
Well, here's what people don't understand now. What they're doing, because what they used to do is they used to do test audiences, and they used to show trailers in front of random movies during the course of the week in front of people that they could kind of gauge their like appetite for them and like say like, hey, what do you think about this trailer? Hey, what do you think about this trailer? And they would split it up so infrequently that it would never get like.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
now you're
chance
saying
of
that
like
they leak the trailer now and they like kind of gauge reaction?
No, now they get a group of people that sign like ironclad NDAs and they get to watch like 20 trailers. But they know the 55 people that are in that auditorium that are seeing it. And what they used to do is they'd show one trailer to a showing of like Zootopia 2. And then right before Zootopia 2 the people would walk in with the paperwork and they'd say, hey, we're going to show you a trailer. We want your immediate feedback after it. They'd do that. They'd walk around, they'd collect all like the pieces of paper from the people. And if someone was smart enough to like pull their phone out and record it, that's how that shit would get leaked. And then they'd take the 55 pieces of paper and like, you signed an NDA that you wouldn't release it. And like, they're like, you know, it's mostly like kids and, you know, that like, who gives a shit really? Okay. That's that part. Now it's so like contained that the fact that that shit got leaked, like they know exactly who the person was that was filming that. And like, they know where that person was sitting because it was in with probably like 7 or 8 other trailers that, anyway, that's the point there. It was long-winded, sorry, but.
Did they release did the Spider-Man trailer also get leaked? Or was that?
I saw that I saw some bits of it, but I don't know.
Where he's
it's so
not,
funny that
where he's not in his costume, right? Is that the one?
Yeah. It's so
I don't know, I
interesting
haven't
that people
seen
could
it,
do
but-
AI like versions of what they want, but then just like post it on a TV and pretend they're filming an AI video
yeah.
from your phone and an audience. So then it looks like shit, but then it looks like shit because you know it's a guy in a movie theater, but it's really just fake on fake.
That's literally what I did to Mark Finn. He didn't really do that. I AI'd him singing about us judging you harshly.
But the quality looks so bad that it seemed like, oh, Larry must have just recorded that off of TV. Yeah, that's legit.
That's real. Anyway. Good old Mark. I just got a big kick out of that. Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to that. Steve was right about Captain America. I love the motorcycle helmet because I was telling Walker about it. It's like that's the old red-brown motorcycle helmet, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly all that stuff was supposed to be in front of the Avatar movie. So
yeah, that's why it's all coming out now today.
But I guess it's been go on.
I mean, it's kind of interesting that like what was it? Endgame happened. And now it's like, you know, however many years later, now it's Captain America back versus Tony Stark.
Well, what I love about that is I think the whole thing with Kang and the crazy strikes and everything, I heard this rumor and I kind of believe it, that like everything in Phase 4 just doesn't matter. They'll keep what they want, but it's just Doomsday takes place after Endgame and like all that other shit you remember. I don't know. Maybe the Thunderbolts is happening.
Yeah, maybe
we'll talk to you after Secret Wars. You know,
it's going to be exactly that. It's like, oh, hey, this guy's the Black Knight, and he's in his costume, and he's got it, and you're like, oh yeah, we saw him in Eternals, but he never really was. And it's like you just introduce it like. And
it's
same
like,
thing with Shang-Chi.
It feels like a comic book. It feels like the main events, and then there's like one shot individual unlimited issues that happen in between the movies, and then it's like, okay, but now back to the real story.
Yeah. Great. That works for me. I'm sad about. I was telling Walker though that Tatiana Maslany can't keep her mouth shut about Disney, and they're just gonna like recast She-Hulk or forget and that makes me sad. I love that character and what they did.
I was going to say, I think there's a lot of potential recasting about to happen too.
Why wouldn't you? You have the perfect story reason for it, right?
Yeah. So like, didn't they just recast, what's her name? The girl who, the female Hawkeye?
Caitlin Steinfeld, or whatever her name is.
No, Haley Steinfeld. She's engaged.
They recast her?
Yeah, because she's married. She's getting married to
Josh Allen.
Allen, and she's pregnant.
And yeah.
Well, she's
Oh.
gonna have her
Doing-
kid by the time anything happens, right?
I think she's just deciding like, yeah,
she
my
doesn't care.
husband's like 100, makes 100
Well, that's a
million
drag. That's the only reason I cared about that character. So what?
Yeah.
Give
That
me
is a
another
Christmas TV show.
fucking
You go for the
Ant-Man
Christmas TV
daughter.
shows.
Yeah, but I read that she was they were recasting that character with someone else. Oh, with the girl from Stranger Things. I think that's who it is. Sadie
Who?
Sink from.
Oh,
Sadie Sink's in the Spider-Man movie.
yeah.
Oh, then I'm thinking of the wrong person. I have the wrong.
Yeah, she's Mayday Parker, right?
That's what the theory is. That's
Yeah.
the prevailing idea.
Yeah. The only Spider-Man stuff I know is because of Walker. So
But how's
I'll
that
defer
going to
to
work?
my
If she's,
expert.
how's that going to work if she's Mayday Parker? If Mayday Parker's Peter Parker's daughter and they're the
Yeah.
same age, I don't like any of it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
that
about
like-
this little thing called Secret Wars, Walker.
I get there's going to be like multiversal stuff happening, but I don't know. Just back in my day, street heroes used to fight on the street. Is it crazy to say that? Is it crazy to say that?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Dwarvish Man in Secret Wars. I'm looking forward to that because you know that like Mark brought up that it's Steve versus Tony again, but everything's different, and
Yeah, different
know
Steve
that-
and different Tony, right? Yeah.
he's gonna maybe they'll show like Tony in flashbacks, and it'll be the Tony everybody loves, and then they'll show Hydra Cap, and you're like, why is Cap evil now? And like all normal people are just gonna be like, I don't understand this, and all of us are gonna be like, get the red twine walker out. We have to explain this to mommy again.
Yeah. The Screen Crush episode is going to be 62 days long. So
Yeah.
him and his 600 minions that work in his basement will have to educate everyone. So that's funny. What else was I going to ask you guys about? Did you guys? Oh, go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say you were taking a bit, so I was gonna compliment Mark on his Red Sun cosplay.
Yeah.
I love that hat, man. That's cool.
$3 at Goodwill.
Oh my god.
and
The pin
with
costs
your,
more though.
what was the pin, by the way?
It's a
What is
brushed
the
pin,
pin?
right?
A little that was upside down. There you go.
Oh, it's like a wolf.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I like it.
I got 3 of them.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't decide which one to put.
I love every once in a while Mark pulls out a hat, and I'm like, I always think, are you doing Donald Sutherland and Kelly's Hero? But I never ask because he's just like, it's just a hat with my weird pins on it, man. I'm just
It's
being
just the
my
Mark hat, man.
authentic self. Yeah. So
I got a little donut patch on the side.
I'm just so used to. Did you see my Stark hat?
Yes, I know that one. Mine's over there. I have that's Iron Man 2, right?
Yes.
Yes. That was a have to find and purchase hat for sure.
So the other thing I've been dying to ask Mark for like the last 6 months is, did you finish Pluribus?
I am completely up to date on it. Yes.
Okay. Don't say anything then, because I'm on like episode 6.
Oh,
But that
last episode comes out on Christmas.
that show's fucking
Really?
bananas good, man.
yeah.
Did
That's one of the only shows in our house where we're like, is it Thursday yet?
Yeah. That's I like it. I gave it a couple of weeks, and all of my trusted buddies are going, oh dude, you're gonna love this show. And I was like, I don't know, it just seems a little bleak. And so one night I couldn't sleep, and I was like, oh well, this is it. Whenever I feel bleak, I love watching bleak shit in the middle of the night because I either get into it or I go to sleep, and either way, that's win-win. And this particular night, I watched the first 3 episodes. After the first one, I was like, if I stop here, I'm never gonna watch this show.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is
Can't
just
confirm.
it's just so weird. I think I got the joke. But once you get into the second episode, it's like, are they still making drugs? Because maybe I can watch this all at once.
I know. It's so
That
fun.
show
It's
is
fun to
great.
do like, what would I ask for if I was that person? And I'm like, oh, well, I would just have them finish Endgame and buy Brand New Day and have it sent to my house the next day. And I mean, that would buy up like 3 days of my time, and then the apocalypse.
like I said, I was in the middle of the night, right? So I had that thought, but my answer was I would just ask for more episodes of Pluribus. And then when I got, I started watching it again, I was like, oh, here comes the guy in Air Force One. Yeah, I'd probably think of that. Oh, here's John Cena talking to me. Yeah, I'd probably think of that. It'd probably be William Shatner, but like, so they were kind of like, I was like, oh, it's Vince Gilligan. Of course, he's kind of thinking of stuff that would match up with me as an audience member, because I love that guy and the X-Files and the drug one, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Like, Gilligan knows what he's doing.
Well,
so,
I think they confirmed season 2 was greenlit, so they're already working on season 2.
Well, I was just going to say, I love that they built. I'm sure they did, because they built her house. That whole cul-de-sac is not a real neighborhood. They built all that, and so that was I go online and try to get stuff without like ruining shit. I don't care about spoilers, but I knew about the milk stuff before, and I don't care. But I did find this one thing: these guys were getting so granular that they collected all the Google map images, and so they showed like the neighborhood being built and stuff on the side. It was great. And I was awesome. Like, man, I love that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I guess the mayor of Albuquerque actually really was the mayor of Albuquerque.
Yeah, he was. That was part of the same thing. He's like, hi, I'm the mayor of Albuquerque. It's because they shot Breaking Bad there, and he knows Gilligan. So he's like, they had some posters of the mayor up on a couple episodes before. So they kind of like presaged that. I thought it was great. Yeah, I'm with Tony. Gilligan's money in the bank. He's like the nerd Taylor Sheridan.
I was gonna say he's like your other guy, your Yellowstone, and it's funny that those two guys are like. I guess Sheridan has such a breadth of stuff out. I mean, mostly it's Lawman right now, right? I think that's the main one, the Billy Bob.
Yeah, and they're coming out with the other one, but yeah.
But
there's a Yellowstone sequel coming out.
Oh, okay.
Following Casey as what is it? The cattle sheriff or whatever.
They're marshals.
Marshals, and then Landman. Of course.
What did I call it? Lawman? Did I call it Lawman?
No, you did. Tony's just a little behind. And Tulsa King.
Oh, is that him too?
Yeah,
that's the Stallone one, right?
Gamera's got a show. What's her show?
Zoe.
Zoe Saldana. What'd you say, pal?
Lioness.
Yeah, that's a Sheridan show. So that guy just shits out brilliance.
Do you think he's like, here's the concept, and now he has enough like minions that can kind of like script it all for him still?
I've read enough stuff about him. I know exactly what it is. That he was an actor, and he kept his note was like, you're always going to be 11th on the call sheet. You're just not a leading man, and you don't suck. You're a good looking guy with skills and stuff, but you're never going to be more than 11 on the call sheet. And he went home and told his wife, and she says, well, look what Billy Bob Thornton did. He was hearing that, and then he just wrote Sling Blade for himself.
Yeah.
And then you can do that forever. I mean, that's Robert Rodriguez. It's like, it's everybody. You get to a point where you're like, fuck this, I'm doing it myself. And so I'm sure he never thought of that. But now he's got like, well, I have to do this, and every iron that he strikes is hot. Right?
It's true.
It's like, here's Yellowstone. Well, let's do 9,000 prequels, except let's not do 9,000 prequels. Let's just do a new story with all cool cast, and it's tangentially related to that. So all the MAGA voters will still watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just all very brilliant. I like it. Anyway, he's got it going on. Well, and Vince Gilligan does that too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, did you see the new Amazon Prime Sherlock, young Sherlock?
No.
Guy Ritchie, young Sherlock.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
You guys have no one's seen this? I don't know when the trailer was a couple days ago.
Do you make this up?
No, I mean, here's the thing. I have to like 16 time verify now. Like even doing it 3 times is not enough. But I was like, and it's interesting because it's the main actor who's playing young Sherlock. Well, first off, it's Guy Ritchie, so you know it's going to be great. It's a TV show.
Yes.
And the crazy part is they have someone playing Sherlock's the actor who's playing Sherlock Holmes, his dad is Joseph Fiennes.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Who's
Oh, it's his dad in real life.
Well, no, it's not. They're not. Is it? I don't think it's his dad in real life, is it?
Well, because the guy playing Sherlock, his name is Hero Fiennes Typhon.
Yeah, I think this is the weird thing. Of course, it's like a little bit of that weird circular nepotism thing, but it's like he's Ray Fiennes' nephew, but also Joseph Fiennes' nephew, because I think he's the son of their sister.
So can I tell you, this is awesome. Usually you can go to somebody's Wikipedia and they'll say spouse and parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Under this guy's name, it merely says the Twizzleton Wycombe Fiennes family. And you're like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's because it's a bunch of descendants of the 16th Baron Say and Sale, who was born in front of that. Anyway, that's why they're all related. Like those Fiennes, Randolph Fiennes, Rafe Fiennes, Joseph Fiennes, and Hero Fiennes Tiffin are all related back to 1847.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So God bless them.
Well, the interesting part about it is if you watch,
sounds like everybody's boning their sister.
Yeah. So first off, it's Guy Ritchie. It potentially could be the prequel to the Robert Downey Jr. Jude Law ones. That's what they're alluding to.
Well, that's what you think. It's Guy Ritchie, right?
But the cool thing is they don't have a Watson.
Okay.
I think that Moriarty is going to be Watson. I think they're going to play it to that young Sherlock Holmes and young Moriarty. Oh, you can watch the trailer. This is just a theory.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think they're like, all right, he doesn't have a Watson, but he's going to have Moriarty will be his buddy. And then there's
an Optimus Prime being buddies before the great Cybertron Wars. Yeah, totally. I get it.
Is that true? Is that the thing? But anyway, I was like, I knew you guys would dig it. It's Guy Ritchie and it's Sherlock Holmes. It's
Mimi. I can't wait to tell Mimi. She will go nuts.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
She loves Sherlock Holmes. I want to see them not even mention Moriarty though, and have it be like whoever Colonel Moran is, because Moriarty has a Robin that they don't really talk about outside in the movies. His name's Colonel Wilfred Moran or something. And he basically just does all the Moriarty's the brains and he's the brawn, basically. And that's how the two of them can stay up on Sherlock Holmes. Because Watson's not really any good except helping figure shit out.
Yeah.
But Moran's the guys that'll set shit on fire and throw people in the river and stuff.
Do they have that character in the
So what I'm saying is, if they make that guy his best friend,
and
then like near the end, you have this big reveal that he's like, well, fuck you, Holmes. I'm working for this guy. That might work for me.
Yeah.
But, why not?
I was like
Moriarty.
Yeah. Anyway, watch the trailer. Tell me what you guys think. I was like,
there's a trailer?
Yeah. What do you think?
It came out like a week ago, and we're all
I don't know.
Not having seen it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have an excuse. My boy from college has come in, and he was dead sick. So I
have an excuse. I was in college and I was dead sick.
You came home, so that's good, and we took care of you. But the first 3 days were basically like, where's he sleeping? Is he in the couch or in his room? Because I have his NyQuil ready.
I finished up finals. I finished up finals on Thursday, and by Friday I was violently shaking in my bed with snot running out of my nose.
That's not good.
No, I'm doing better.
I just think it's funny because how many times did that happen to you in college, right? You're working your candle at both ends there, and you just not taking care of yourself, and you can keep it together until you're done, and
until you're done, and then you
fucking fall apart. I'm like, just keep it together until Saturday, man. We'll come pick you up, and then it's just chicken and hot dogs. Don't even worry about
it. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's the most important part.
Still napping though.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Listen, napping is the most underrated thing of all time. Once you realize that napping could be part of your everyday, the world changes. And I'm like, I'm going to take my nap now. Well, you got to get buy-in. I think that's the other piece. No, I was going to say the young Sherlock, the showrunner of it is the guy who did that show Rogue. Do you remember that show Rogue?
I don't.
Rogue.
That's it, because the Rogue show has the guy from your Yellowstone, the big burly guy with the beard. I can't think of what his name is.
Oh, the guy who plays Rip?
Yes. Is that the main, not Kevin Costner, the other main guy?
Yeah, he's like
What's his name? All right, I'll look.
Cole Hauser.
Yes. He was in a TV show
Called
Anyway.
Rogue.
I'm sending you down my brain's rabbit hole of how my head works. So it's like
My head hurts as
and
it's working.
Guy Ritchie's directing the young Sherlock. The young Sherlock showrunner is this guy who did
Head in a jar.
Guy.
Whose head is that?
Yeah, that's
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd from
Oh.
the What If.
Oh, Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
No, nice.
Anyway,
I dropped him, but check this out, Walker. I
Yeah.
was firmly convinced that I'd lost this.
oh, there you go. Was that you?
I'm not going to tell Mimi because she was getting me new headphones for Christmas. So I'm like, I just lost it. I don't know.
It's pretty comical that it was exactly where you sit. where you drop
Apparently,
something,
apparently I
Like
do this and stuff falls right here.
That's funny.
and it falls into the same little spot.
I get this book here. It just fell down.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, if you ever lose anything, just carry something around with you and drop it and see where it falls.
yeah.
just drop it. Go. Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Well, they all. There was an article today that said that since Badlands performed so poorly, it killed the Alien versus Predator reboot that was planned. So they're only going to stick with the Predator stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just
And
put Dutch back in it and stop your John.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Did you guys didn't see that? Did you?
No,
Not
but
yet.
I will. We didn't go to the theater to see it.
Me too.
The best analogy I was like, if they made him if they made him I don't know where I read it, but if like they made the Predator like a Klingon, it would have been like the greatest Star Trek action movie of all time. But instead they made it a Predator, and you're just like, well, I don't know.
How funny that actually matters to folks. Like the way in this lovely time of Hanukkah, I'm not Jewish, but my wife is. And I don't speak Hebrew, but I know the Hanukkah prayer because I just changed in my head. Oh, I just need to learn some Klingon. So when I do it, it's like Baruch Atah Adonai, you know? That's how I learned it. And so that's the same fucking thing. If you're watching a movie and it's great and you enjoy it, if that guy was a Klingon, that's a good movie still. He's just a predator. Calm the fuck down, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Not you, but
I saw it in the theater.
That's the thing fans do, though,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
You know, this was if he was a Klingon, I would love it. I'm like, well, just squint then a little because the predators kind of look.
Yeah,
like
he
Klingons
kind of
do.
talks. He does talk. You know that you know, it's interesting. I have access to a couple AI things. I'm wondering if I could just like
Make him a Klingon, or give the predator the cool sash or something.
just
Yeah.
like, hey, just change every time the visual of this. It's so simple. It's like, hey, just take this movie and here's the Klingon, here's the Klingon language, and this is
Hey,
the
Walker?
imagery I want. Yeah.
Speaking of that, do you have enough energy to tell that story about your class of film noir AI?
Yeah. Which one?
The one about Steve said he has access to some stuff and it's really easy to just make a couple tweaks and you can
Not
do
if
it.
it's on
That
Mid
wasn't
Journey.
really Walker's experience.
Oh, really?
Not if you're doing it on Mid Journey.
So tell him though. Tell him the story because it's kind
So
of funny.
for my noir Netflix AI vibes class, you have to. Yeah, I know, right?
I need to see the syllabus for that, but go on.
Oh, it's awful. But we studied noir,
Mhm.
and then watch movies on Netflix, and then use AI to do stuff. So my final for the class was we had to make a short 3-minute film, noir film, only using AI. So I mean, like you could use AI to write the script. I didn't because I just wrote the script.
Sure.
But everything else was like I used AI. You had to use AI images to prompt AI to prompt images, and then like use that as your visuals, and then use AI to do like music and dialogue and all that stuff, and then you edit it and put it together. And it was awful. It sucked, and I hated it. What do you What do you mean? What do you mean? I can't get an image of somebody choking another person, but if I say that they're putting on an invisible necklace, it's going to give me the exact same thing. I hate AI.
Well, I think there's a misconception on what AI actually is, and I have this conversation all the time. It is magic, but it does not do what you think it does. The greatest example is if you ask a photo, you ask, so let's say ChatGPT or Midjourney is a good example, or like Claude or Gemini or any of these, and you say, "Hey, I'm going to share with you a picture. Take that picture and make a copy of it and show me it like 70 times." Every time it will manipulate it and change it. It has no ability to like keep things consistent and stuff like that.
They made the rock slowly into a lizard.
Yeah, it's just it has no ability to not manipulate data. But certain tooling and certain prompts, you can get very specific and stuff like that. And I think that's the part where, I work with a lot of prompt engineers and stuff like that have mastered this, and they put in a prompt like a almost like a preliminary thing before they're even coming up with the creative concept that they're sharing. And this thing is like 5,000 words and codes and things, and just that to get it to input back kind of what they need. So I think that's the portion of it. So like Midjourney is a great example of like you have to really like guardrail it to be like a pinhole of what you want. And by giving it any wiggle room to like interpretation, it's fucking insanity. So,
and that's what she wanted us to do, but I'm not writing a 5,000 word essay every time I want to see someone's hand to go from this to this.
Yes.
So
yes, that is the challenge. But there are different tools. Midjourney's not the best though. That's
that's what he was trying to tell his professor. It's like you ended up using ChatGPT or fucking whatever, right?
GPT, yeah.
Mommy's thing.
ChatGPT. Because I was like, yeah, this is
so tell her response. Like what you got? What did you get for a grade? And what did she say?
Oh, I got an A. I got a 5.5 out of 6 because it was fine. And she goes, "Yeah, no, I just didn't understand how it goes from like this one style to this third style." And I'm like, well, it was pretty obvious when I switched from using fuck ass Midjourney to ChatGPT, which would actually give me what I want consistently.
Yeah, it's funny because Midjourney is like I don't know, it's like ChatGPT. Like they're the most prominent known names of these things, and they're like the worst of them all.
Yeah,
because they're the ones that have kind of got the buy-in, so they don't have they're not improving it in any way. ChatGPT is actually very good from like a administrative tooling standpoint, but in the grand scheme of things, it's the worst of all of them. Same with Midjourney from a visualization standpoint, it's the worst of all of them. But it's the one that has the most, I don't want to say name recognition, but it's like, oh, you're going to do some visuals? Are you going to use Midjourney? That's like the jump. But there's like 100 of them that you could do that are like 1,000 times better. And then now, like I think I talked to did I ever share with your dad the Skywalker one? Remember the guys who did the stuff with the Star Wars?
You mean for the Mandalorian? They fixed that?
No. It was the YouTube show where those guys are doing the Star Wars stories, or what's it called?
Star Wars Tales.
Is that what it was called?
Oh yeah. I remember that. It was like short stories based in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, and it was all done with AI. And I forget what tool they were using, but it's definitely not Midjourney, and it's definitely not one of these other. It's one of these other random weirdo ones. But that's. I think next time you go down that rabbit hole with AI, just ping me, and I can give you a lot of better tooling.
Thank you.
Because there's a lot out there.
What's the purpose of this class? Like kind of like just teach you how to use AI at some point, or
so I mean, there's other classes that are for specifically like this is how you're going to use AI in evolving platforms. but this is what our school calls an FFC, which is just a first year foundations course, which is basically, this is a class that everybody takes that you can choose. That's like, it's a required class, but everyone is different. So there's like, oh, this is like using AI in noir, and here's how you study religion using like Marvel mythos, and here's how you do, here's like this, and then here's like you're studying history through television and like all this other stuff. It's just kind of like a class that you take in your first year. It doesn't really mean anything. You're not really supposed to learn anything, but I just like complaining about it because it's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
you wanted the noir thing, and you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, oh, I don't know why like the AI you'd loop that into the noir piece.
Well, yeah, I
Because
guess I'm
there's-
just also
yeah.
wondering, are they like giving film creators just like this tool that they're probably going to have to use in the future? So best to,
That's
like, know it
that was
now?
a lot. That was a lot of what she was
Yeah, but
saying was
What I'm telling you is you're not going to use Midjourney.
yeah,
That's what you're going to use like Sora or like
exactly.
there's like 20 other ones that you're going to use, like, you know, Dream Machine or
It's
there's
like, I know you're here. I know you're here to become an astronaut, so go play in that sandbox and dig a hole in the dirt.
Yeah.
well, no,
Because
it's
that's
just
how
like
much it's gonna be like when you're on the moon. Like,
I-
is it?
Well, I understand it from a sense of for like rapid iterations and ideation and stuff like that. I mean, that's like the creative team that I help support. That's what they use a lot of this shit for. It's just like, hey, give me like 10 variations of this because I can think of 2, you know?
Mhm.
So from that sense, but I guess, yeah, again, I think it's probably like the school's like, oh, AI, I've heard of Midjourney, use Midjourney. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
but you don't know the other pieces. So like, I think when you go online and you see other things, like Sora is one that you're going to see a lot of
Yeah.
people using. Like I said, Dream Machine, there's a bunch of them. But I guess next time you have a class like this, I'm very interested because I think to Mark's point, like, or to what your dad was saying, like, the noir portion of this, I'm like, oh, a fucking film class on noir? That's fucking awesome.
I think that's what he thought.
That's what I
Right,
thought.
and then it's
yeah.
and then it's like, wait, I'm doing something with AI where I'm just like trying to prompt this story to be more noir. Like,
Guys, he was taking a AI course with the excuse being noir without being able to like have a night shot with a guy holding a gun. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff for noir you can't do because it's violent or whatever. And I was like,
oh,
it was
yeah.
kind of
I was gonna say, even
fun watching him try to get around the rules. You know?
Oh my god, my brain just realized all the like the blockers in Midjourney too, of all the limitations
Yeah.
of things you can actually not prompt it to do.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude, that must have been
I
actually that
should-
probably was very difficult.
Yeah. I showed the video to my friends and I went and like it gets to a point where the main character like pulls out a gun and it gets there and I look to them and I go, for all intents and purposes, this is a gun and it's
I was
just
gonna
a
say.
straight up hairdryer.
Yeah.
And it's just she's walking around, it's got a cord on the end of it. And I'm like, hey guys, that's a gun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think doesn't Midjourney blank firearms? That's so funny. You're like, what an interest. One thing is like, what an interesting exploration in like the technology piece, because like all of these toolings, they like create all, like I was saying before, they create all these guardrails on limitations, like you can't do drugs, can't have drugs in it, can't use firearms, can't create bombs, can't create these things. So they have all these limitations to then use one of those tools to take in a concept which is film noir, which is like pretty much like smoking cigarettes, drugs, darkness,
Yeah.
guns.
Right.
It's like, wait, what? Like, did anyone like connect? Anyway, sorry. It's, you know.
I just
Hey,
like
I
it
know.
'cause
I just went through like 4 months of this.
I liked it just seeing his output because it was like all the Harley Quinn stuff in Suicide Squad, where like she's shooting everybody, but it's like butterflies going by.
Yeah,
'cause she
right,
sees
right.
that.
Yes.
So
yes.
like Walker's thing was just like, oh, this guy's giving this girl an invisible bracelet, and he's holding his hair dryer. You know, it was just really funny because you could. I know why he got a 5.5 out of 6 because he told a story that was you could tell it was going on with the most ass stuff ever. It was like, you know, you just
It
told the
wasn't
story.
good.
Well, the tools were not helping you, man.
Well, that's what I think. Like I like honestly, if you could, you should probably, if you're interested, you should take your story and put it into like, see if you can get I'll see if I have any. I'll see if anyone has a login for Sora. But I would be interested if you took that and dropped it in there with some, and see what kind of freedom it provided you back with, as opposed to what you did.
I think one of my friends got a code for Sora. I don't know how, because he's like just a guy.
Yeah,
you can. I mean, you can. I mean, there's always like all of these tools have the free, so like you can kind of noodle with the free. I just think it limits how much you get back. That's the only thing. I think like that's the beauty of all these AI tools is the more money you pay, the more you can get back. And it says it opens up the I want to say like the database that it's utilizing. It's like as you pay more, it opens up. It's all the same shit. It's all they can't limit that. There's no like that's fake tech jargon that people are like, oh yeah, you know, like you only have access to these 2 things, and then you get these 3. It's like they're not putting fucking guardrails on that shit. They just open the floodgates, and that's the floodgates. So anyway, I don't know, a little different turn, but I guess this is technically dork talk. So I guess that's
it reminded me of the old series Star Trek, where Dan Shaheen just starts talking about 3D generation for 20 minutes, and me and John just sit there and listen to you guys talk.
This is Steve's TED Talk.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's awesome. We all learned a little something and made friends along the way.
Last thing to ask you guys: the next Bond. Are we ever getting another James Bond movie?
Yes.
It's probably like 10 years from now.
You think
and
so?
I'm writing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You stole my joke. That's where I was going.
Here's what I would do if I was those guys. Just cast somebody and do 3 period pieces. It's James Bond versus, the Cold War, and then spend those 5 or 6 years fucking figuring out what you're gonna do when you bring James Bond back. It's the ultimate treading water thing that everyone will kiss you on the mouth for, right? Like, yes, here's James Bond. Here's the James Bond we understand. Okay, he's being played by Tom Hiddleston. That's great, but now you get to figure it out and then drop like what you want to do on us. And Lenny, if not, then you just have Tom Hiddleston do another fucking 3 movies because you're making so much money. I mean, come on.
I'm shocked that I'm shocked it's a property that's just sitting out there with nothing associated to it.
Nothing going on.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Isn't that one Jeff Bezos owns?
Yes.
Yes, he just bought that.
It's because he's doing something. I don't know.
No, bro bought the Expanse away from Sci-Fi Channel. So, I think his heart is probably in the right place, but it's all the control stuff that the Broccolis have and contractual stuff, and that's what's eating up all this time. Gotcha. Instead of like if Walker Young was running it, he's like, hey, come on, baby. Let's put on a show. Get Pardo in a tuxedo. Let's have some laughs.
Let's make some movies.
Time is cyclical. 14 years ago on this day, Larry posted on my Facebook wall, if I'm wrong, nothing happens. We go to jail peacefully, quietly. And then the next post from me 14 years ago, Sherlock Holmes, immensely enjoyable.
Is that crazy?
I love being a dork.
14 years ago?
14 years ago. So I probably had just watched the what's his face? The Cumberbatch one.
Oh, you think it was that one? I don't know.
What was 2011? Was that or was that Rodney?
Isn't that Robert Downey Jr.?
I think that's the first Downey one, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Is it? Downey Sherlock is 09. I don't know what year it is. I have no idea what day it is, let alone what year it is.
Yeah, I heard that.
16 years ago, I said I don't get it, which okay, that could be about AI.
I read my Facebook memories every day because it's fun, and I see cool pictures of Walker when he's a kid, and it just reminds you of cool stuff that we're doing. And that I get that, we quote the same stuff, and it's coincidence that we talk about the same stuff. But every once in a while, I will talk about something, and it's like the next day or two later,
It shows up in your feed.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking, like, is there just something about the end of October that makes me think about pickles, or whatever?
Yeah.
It like that happens kind of a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I talked about Weird Science 8 years ago, so I wonder what was going on. And would I have watched Weird Science tonight had I not seen that and been like, oh shit?
Well, you're gonna watch Weird Science now.
Well, now I am.
I say she's into Malakas, Dino, like 100 times a day. Just that whole scene.
Hold on. The most important question. Walker, have you seen Weird Science?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you remember there was that exercise if you could take like 3 characters from films who would represent you the best?
I remember that.
Yes.
Mhm.
I got to find that post because I think we all did it. I have to dig it out because I know for sure one of mine was Wyatt from Weird Science. It was like Wyatt, and I can't. I think the other two might have been Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park and Buddy Revell from 3 O'clock High.
3 o'clock high. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
I don't remember who I did, but I do remember it was related to lines that they had.
Yes,
Because I had John McClane in for mine, but he's going, Glass. Who's talking about glass? That's just me. Like, why are we talking about this dumb shit, everybody? And then there were 2 others. There was one that Mimi told me, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's actually pretty on point. I'll be able to find it because I never quote that glass line for Die Hard.
I'll have to dig to find it, but I do recall it. I think it's probably even in my photos, so that's where it pinged in my brain. So, well, I don't know, gentlemen. We just hit the 5 o'clock mark. I don't know. We let Walker go back to taking his nap? I guess
taking his nap.
Jokes on you guys. I've been taking my nap this whole time.
Micro naps.
I just will never forget that time you were sitting about right there and you fell asleep while Steve was talking to you.
Yeah, while we were doing this, I remember that he had the blanket on him and everything. It was was like, I think we muted him. Didn't we mute him? I think we might have muted him.
Something like that.
Yeah,
You can be president with that kind of mentality.
Yeah. Well played. Well, gentlemen.
All right, gents. Well, happy holidays to everyone.
Yes.
You two guys.
And as I tell,
there
you go.
Do the lasers. That's what I like.
Wait, hold on. Why are you getting all the glory?
Because I have a new computer.
On his computer.
Oh, got it.
I
love that it picks up hand signals.
Yeah.
That one doesn't.
Oh yeah. Wait, was that something audio? Or did someone say that?
I'm on air.
I guess mommy saw.
Well,
Yeah.
never
I
mind.
like the Christmas tree too. Very nice.
Yeah, we got a good one. We always went up to the Christmas tree farm up at Half Moon Bay.
Oh, nice.
We've gone there every year that he's been alive, and this year turned out pretty good. We got a new star which is
top?
always emotionally fraught, but this one's crushing it. It's excellent. It kind of looks like you freeze framed a small. Yeah, can you tilt up because it's pretty cool. Look at that. It's got like this little.
Oh, look at that! Oh, fancy.
When you walk by it, it looks like a little fireworks thing is bursting, and parts of it are.
Star,
yeah, very nice.
Star bright. Where Alex and Maggie left for the stars. Sorry.
Anyway, I guess on that note, right?
Yeah. Well, gentlemen.
All right, guys.
Always a blast.
I'll be chatting with you in a few minutes.
Yeah, see on the internet.
Anyway, so. Yeah.
No one got my last Starfighter reference. It's fine.
Yeah.
What a good way to end it.
Aww.
You can bring yourself. I was gonna say, go. There's the rope I sent you last year for Christmas. You can use in the garage.
Man. Can we just go real fast? how many Star Trek ornaments on the tree do you think there are?
Oh, is there like an over under?
Not just one. And
Wow.
are we counting the Orville as a Star Trek one? Because
That's
if
funny.
it's Star Trek, there's just 2 branded. I have the Enterprise D and the Galileo.
Yeah.
So only 3?
Well, if you count the Orville, there's 3, but that's not strictly.
No,
Star
like random like Kirk just hanging on there, like
Nah, just the
No.
Enterprise D and the thing. We have lots of astronauts, but no Star Trek branded astronauts.
Mark. Any Star Trek on your?
Also, Chris got Mark's joke, so
Yeah. There
good
you go.
job, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. I always count on you.
All right, gentlemen. I got to go pick up
All
the
right,
kids.
folks.
So
Yep.
chat soon. Later, all. All right. Good to
Bye.
see you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
End stream.
Goodbye.
Go room.